Hi everyone! Have you ever noticed how some leaders just seem lucky? I certainly have. They meet the right person, they're in the right meeting, they stumble into the right opportunity. Meanwhile others, let's face it, quite often it's me, seem to work twice as hard and still feel like they're running uphill into a southerly wind. You know, one of those big ones that you find crashing in from the Cook Strait, straight down Lambton Quay in Wellington. Well, psychologist Richard Wiseman has spent years studying luck, actual scientific research into why some people consistently report being lucky and why some others don't. But get this, turns out luck isn't random, it's behavioural. Yup, you heard that right, it's behavioural. And it's a little bit more than just making sure you head to the local lotto shop and buy a ticket, although let's face it, that too helps. Wiseman found that lucky people tend to do four things. They notice opportunities, they're open to experience, they stay relaxed under pressure, and they're curious. Now let's drag that straight into the world of school leadership, because right now in our sector, well, it's not just that the work has increased, it's also the emotional bandwidth needed to cope with it all. There's more conversations, there's more complexity, and a heap more decisions needing to be made that simply don't come with clean answers. And there's this overwhelming sense that everything matters all at once, right now. It would be easy to think leadership success is about control. But what if it's actually about luck? And what if luck is something you can practice? So let's take a look at those 4 points again. Firstly, noticing opportunity. You see, lucky leaders don't just scan for problems, they scan for possibilities. They go to that meeting not just bracing for what could go wrong, but wondering what might emerge. And they wander into a classroom not just looking for compliance, but noticing sparks, you know, the good ones. Opportunity often arrives disguised as inconvenience. And early innovation often looks like chaos, I agree. But yeah, that new initiative you didn't ask for, well, it might quite possibly connect two parts of your school that have never talked before. But you only see it if you're looking. Secondly, being open. Wiseman found that lucky people are more open to new experiences. They talk to strangers. They explore ideas outside their field. Translation for us? Go and read something outside education. Have coffee with someone who might disagree with you. Go visit a school that does things differently. Closed leaders shrink their luck. Open leaders expand it. Thirdly, staying relaxed. You know, anxious people miss opportunity. Wiseman's research showed that stress literally not only narrows your arteries, but also your perception. Which means if you're permanently operating at DEFCON 3, well, you're probably missing half the room. This is where your be slacker better lens fits beautifully. You know, I've always maintained that being relaxed doesn't mean being disengaged, it means being regulated. And that should be one of your superpowers if you're really serious about being one of those super lucky leaders. Putting it simple, a calm nervous system sees more. Think about that for a second. Fourth, curiosity. Lucky leaders ask better questions and they're not afraid to find out stuff that might initially make them look a little numpty to everyone else in the room. You know, they ask questions like, what might happen if, and who haven't we heard from yet, and what's the upside here? Curiosity, you see, keeps you moving. It prevents rigidity. It invites serendipity. And here's what I love about this whole idea. Luck in leadership isn't about superstition at all. It's about posture. And when I say posture, I don't mean how you stand at assembly. I mean your orientation to the world. You see, you can't control every variable in education. And let's be honest, if you've been in the game as long as I have, you know that better than anyone. But you can control whether you're scanning for opportunity or threat, whether you're gripping tightly or staying open, whether you're tense or relaxed enough to notice that the door might just be quietly open. Maybe leadership luck isn't about what happens to you. Maybe it's about what you're prepared to see. And maybe, just maybe, the lucky leaders are simply the ones who are open enough, who are relaxed enough, and who are curious enough to catch what others walk past. And that, well, that feels like something that's kind of worth practicing. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, then you'll undoubtedly enjoy reading my latest book, 54 Quotes and Provocations. It's stacked full of great leadership quotes and ideas to help free up your thinking time so that you can enjoy your job a lot more. Go and get your copy now.